As Skype is shutting down, is there any way to migrate from Skype to Google Chat, or do you think Google Chat will shut down? What about OneSignal, Discord, or Telegram, or any other rocket chat? Does Google Chat have all the features of Slack? Well, this is a great question. So Skype is shutting down, it's disappearing. If you didn't see the announcement, finally Microsoft killed it. Like all good ideas that go to Microsoft, not all good ideas, some of the ideas that go to Microsoft get killed, and this is unfortunately one of them. Now, I kind of don't know how Skype is even still around. There must be still people using it, I'm guessing. But it kind of fell from grace. Probably COVID was the last nail in the coffin because everyone went to Zoom and then everyone worked out how to use Zoom. And so why would you need to use Skype anymore, right? But where can you go with Skype? Some people still use Skype for dialing, and it had a really good pay-as-you-go international calling plan. So if you're interested in still making calls, there are some consumer services out there. Like I think you can maybe use Viber or one of those other apps to make calls out with local numbers. Personally, haven't tested any of those, so I can't really give a recommendation. If you want to make business calls, there's some great features for business calling, like Dialpad, which we resell. Otherwise, there's other, they're called unified communications providers. So AirCall, 8x8, Ring Central, Google Voice is one of those. You've got to be based in the States. Not many other countries have access to Google Voice. But they're all options for getting a business phone number that will work on your computer and in an app on your mobile phone as well. So no matter where you are in the world, as long as you've got an internet connection and one of your devices, you can dial out from a business number. Now, we use that all the time because we have a work from home team. They're spread out all over the world, many in the Philippines, some in Australia. I'm living in Spain. And so we've got people dialing from all over, but we need to dial from consistent phone numbers so our customers can call one number and get through to someone. So for us, we use Dialpad, and that app lets us have a virtual phone system online to dial from wherever. Now, Skype is also used by many people from chat. Is Skype a good app for chat? But more importantly, what are the alternatives? Now, I don't know if you're still using Skype for chat, but most people are going to want to move to another chat room-based program that you can have a room of people and chat in a group, but also then have individual instant messages too. And pretty much you can replicate that basic functionality across any app available today. Now, you've got your consumer apps like WhatsApp, Messenger, Telegram, Signal, whatever flavor you choose to use there. And you've also got your business-focused apps, so Slack, Microsoft Teams, and Google Chat. Now, many of our customers have moved from Slack over to Google Chat over the years because they realized that using Slack, although it's got heaps of really great features, it's a bit of a double up. You're paying for additional licenses because once you use 10,000 messages, then you've got to pay to access your old history, and they basically hold your data hostage until you jump onto a paid plan. Everyone eventually pays for a paid plan because they forget something and they got to go back to the chat and they can't find it unless they pay and get access to the history. So Slack is a bit of a double up cost-wise. And even though it's quite familiar for people, and particularly those, I'm thinking like agencies who talk to their customers using Slack, it can be a little bit difficult to change over to a new system and application. The reason for that being, once you're in an ecosystem and everyone's on it, it's like Dropbox. It's hard to wean yourself off it and move to doing something different. But if the price is compelling to use something that you're already paying for with Google Workspace, and you already have access to the app, and Google Chat does 95% of the things that Slack does, feature for feature wise, well, why wouldn't you use Google Chat for that? That's been my strong recommendation on this channel for many, many years. If you can go all in on Google, you're probably going to have a better time because it integrates deeply with the rest of the Google ecosystem. You'll automatically see if someone's out of office. You'll automatically see someone's status if they're in a meeting. You've got the ability to integrate with other apps just like Slack does. So if something happens on your website or in your sales system and you want it to pop up inside your Google Chat using Zapier or another automation platform, really easy to do all of those things with Google Chat. You have all of your history. All of your history is saved to your Google Vault. You've got the ability to, with one click, set up a Google Meet, and you can even now record audio and video messages, of which the audio messages are transcribed. So if you're the kind of person who likes talking, it's kind of rude to just send people voice messages and expect that they're going to listen to them, even on 2x speed. And a lot of creative entrepreneurs are the kind of people that like to do that. But now in Google Chat, if you send an audio message, it'll transcribe and put the transcription below the audio message so they can listen if they want to listen, or they can just read and flick through something quickly, which I love. So Google Chat is, for me, 110% recommendation if you're moving away from Skype for the chat side of things. For the dialing or phone call side of things, try out consumer services if you just need one line and you want to pay for it ad hoc. If you're a more serious business and you're making higher volumes of calls, or you want the ability to route between multiple people, consider an app like Dialpad. And if you're thinking about switching to Messenger, WhatsApp, Viber, Telegram, any of those apps for chat within your team, big no-no. My strong recommendation is to avoid those because, like other consumer apps, if you were running your whole business on a Gmail account, you don't have administrative control of those apps. Employee leaves the company, your information is potentially leaving with them. They might set up in competition to you, they might take it to a competitor themselves, might get into the wrong hands, they might be using the same app for, nefarious purposes outside of work, and that information somehow gets breached or gets into the wrong hands. I just don't like using personal apps. The other reason for it is if you've got staff, you probably don't want to be interrupting them in an app that is their personal space. Personal space meaning somewhere their family and their friends are going to be messaging them. They probably don't want to see a message from their boss, even if it is something really important in their personal space. Because when they're having their lunch break or they're having dinner, they don't want to see messages from the team. They want to enjoy their life. So having a dedicated app, which they can silence if they wish after hours, is a great thing for that work and home life separation, and your staff will really thank you for that. Now, try not to be tempted to use Slack, even though many people do. Google Chat does, as I said, 95% of the things that Slack does, and you don't get locked in for an extra license and paying for everyone just to keep access to your data when it's already available inside of Workspace if you're paying for a business account.
If you liked this video, we've got plenty more on the channel covering this topic and much, much more.